Hi guys, welcome back to another Daily Tarot card. These are your Daily Tarot cards for Friday, October the 13th, 2023. Today we're pulling from the Golden Foil Tarot cards. So we're highlighting the Four Swords, Rest and Rejuvenation. This resonates with me because, I feel like, especially this weekend, and when I'm working a lot, I get a lot of angel numbers, and they tell me, like, you need to learn to balance your work and home life, which makes sense. I understand that. But it's like this weekend where we're painting it was a very full weekend. We were painting pumpkins, and then we were playing video games together. We were able to play, you know what I mean? And it's just like the laughter. It was hilarious. Like, you know what I mean? And even my kids continued afterwards. I came down to do Shimchat Torah closing prayers, and you could just hear the belly laughing from them, just like, playing and everything and having a good time. And that just what makes me happy. And I feel like with the Emperor being highlighted here, for some reason they're highlighting pillars, and they're highlighting the fourth one, which is Boaz. And I feel like maybe because if you look at the other cards, I feel like this could be you sitting there and trying to manifest a person coming in. I feel like you're manifesting love and money. So this could be both, or this could be out of the blue, a whirlwind, with no harm to none. Always got to be very clear on that. We don't want anyone getting hurt for this to come in. And I feel like, bravery, courage, strength, resilience, but I feel so more like monarch, masculine energy. Like, you know what I mean? And you always get like protector, provider, you know what I mean? It's just like, but I definitely feel like that balance between being the provider and resting and enjoying your family. You know what I mean? It's like, they're showing Gene Simmons. He's the ultimate of that, where he's like, the man's job is to provide for his family. But his family's like, well, you provided a little too well, And it hurts him because he's like, he saw it as a good thing. I'm out there doing this and that. My kids lack nothing. They have more opportunities than I could have imagined. They don't have to struggle. They want to do something. They don't even, we don't even have to bat an eye. We can just do it. You know what I mean? But at the same time, their kids are like, we would want you there instead. So, it's hard. You know what I mean? And my kids say the same thing. It's like, you work from home, but it's like, we never see you. Like, you're always, working. And I'm like, yeah, but do you understand why? Because we want to accomplish certain things, and like, they get it, and as they're getting older, they're getting it even more, We do projects with school where it's like math problems, and I guess it's like budgeting, accounting, like it's real life, like budgeting things. So it's like, you have this much money for groceries. I give them the Walmart app, they open it up, and I'm like, this, you'll see some deals and stuff. So I'm like, buy things that you would actually eat. And then you would sit there and you would add it up, and then we have to add the sales tax. And then they actually see it. They're just like, damn. I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, but that's what you have to work with, because when you're budgeting, you have other bills to pay for. We've done that too. It's like, you have all these bills to pay for. This is your paycheck for 2 weeks. So, you got to take care of all of this in 1 month, but you have to, do so much with one check, do so much with the other check. And they're like, okay. So it's like learning to find that balance. You know what I mean? So it's like teaching them real life experience skills that they will use in the future. When they sit there and, you know what I mean? Like, they know they used to have a subscription to the Fortnite Battle Pass. They've grown out of it. So they're just like, it's kind of the same skin over and over again. I'm like, yeah, no worries. So they knew that they would take some money out of their mad money, and they would contribute towards that. And I'm like, so that is a bill that you're expected to pay every month. So automatically so this is what you have to work with. So it teaches them as they get older, and it really opens their eyes to what, like, the world is about. Because, I would love for them to stay at home until they meet someone, and then they have a place together, or get married. For me, that would be the most logical thing. Save your money, so that way when you go out into the world, you're that much better off, like, because you're not spending, you're not paying someone else's mortgage or something like that, But I also understand, to have freedom and to sit there and have, like, your own space, I get that, but they always know that their home is their home. Like, that'll never change. But it's like teaching those, kind of real life experiences to your kids, because, sometimes you're like kind of naive to those things. And I would say that's my nephew all the time. I'm like, you're really lucky that you have X, Y, and Z, because he would get upset because they couldn't do things, because, when you have to pay bills, it's like, yeah, they have to get paid, or else, you know, there's no lights, there's no water, there's no roof over your head. You know, even my kids are the same way. I'm like, well, you know, have fun playing Fortnite outside in the woods with no electricity. You know, you gotta play with those squirrels and everything, and they're just like, you know, teaches them real life experience. I feel like with the star, some of us may have gone through some bad luck, or have gone through a cycle of some things. Like, obviously not everything can be perfect, but it's like rest and rejuvenation, peace and harmony after a rough patch. This is manifesting your wishes, and this is where I feel like the bottom row comes in. When I was doing for Instagram, they talked about abandonment with this card. Someone feels abandoned. So it's like Five of Pentacles is like sorrow, depression, anxiety, fear, worry, and doubt. You know what I mean? Feeling left out on the cold. But they use the word abandonment. So I'm not sure who that word is for. I'm really sorry that you're feeling that way. It looks like you took the higher ground in this situation. But they're saying, like, you know, they're saying nice guys finish last. But it's like, you know, the universe is coming in some shape or form here where they're supporting you. They know that you're a strong, independent individual. But this is where, you know, I was sharing how, oh gosh, what is her name? I think it's Doris. I gotta write her down, her name. I'm like, I'm gonna remember her name, and I never do. I gotta write it down. But she was talking about how, you know, sitting there communicating with our ancestors, communicating with our past loved ones, our guardian angels, people that were assigned to us as we were here. And it's like asking them, can you assist me in bringing in X, Y, and Z, you know? And it's just like, you know, with no harm to none, you know, but they're showing you how they're supporting you. You're a strong, independent individual, but you know, again, with pillars, but you have these, you know, people that support you and love you and help you and guide you, you know, because now we're learning. This is where they're talking about this higher self, where we're showing the Hierophant. It's like we're learning. The more we invest into certain things in life, the stronger you're going to get. So we're learning how to manifest. For some of us, this is love. This is, you know, a Sagittarius sign. This could be, Sagittarius is Earth, is it not? Yes. And it's like an Earth sign coming in out of the blue that will sit there and come in and be like a Cupid's arrow. You know, this could be an, you know, twin flame energy, as they call it. This could be out of the blue, something coming in. I feel like with the Three of Wands here, it could be money. It could be both. It just depends on what you're manifesting. What are you putting your energy into? They're showing you're a strong, independent individual. I feel like holding the orb. Some people do like salt and cinnamon ceremonies that we do at the beginning of the month. Or some people will sit there and hold certain things and make manifestations. So I feel like this is like putting our energy into, you know, this is where I was saying how we communicate, you know, how we're bringing things in. And it's also in the actions that we do. You cannot sit there and put any effort into things and not expect, you know what I mean? You can't expect the universe to do all the work. It's like, we see that you're working hard towards this goal, so we're going to sit there and help you out. I already know with one of my goals, they're like, we're protecting you, and they already said they're building the home. So I'm like, okay, I need to be patient, I need to be silent, and I need to let them bring in whatever they're bringing in. So I feel like this is where universe is like, let the transition happen. I feel like for some of us, it's going to get quiet for a couple weeks, and then you'll see the transition into this. You know, I feel like, you know, they highlighted certain dates. The October 10th, they highlighted, I think it was right before Halloween. It's like October 26th, November 4th, November 28th. So I feel like heading towards Hanukkah, December 19th, they're showing right now. So it's just like certain things are happening. You know, one thing they shared is like something's gonna, that I wanted was gonna come in sooner than I thought, you know? So it's like with no harm to none, you know, with no trauma, with no, stress, no life lessons, please. Like, you know, can we just have a blessing, you know, without any hardship, you know, with it, you know? But I feel like I understand where they're saying like we chose to come here and how our story is, but I'm just like, damn, man. It's like, if I could go to my higher self, I go wring their neck. I'm like, why are you making it so difficult? You know what I mean? Like, damn, you know? But we'll see whatever the other side holds. But I just feel like it's just be kind with yourself. I definitely feel like they're saying like use this time wisely. You know, we're getting knockings of what we had for past 2 years, when everything was shut down. But, I know Australia was shut down to like get that all situated. But it's just like, do the best you can. But I feel like this is just, making the most of everything. And I just feel like it's going to be a great time. Like, I know for some of us, we liked full structure and order, but I feel like that's why they're highlighting the family dynamic. You know what I mean? I feel like they're highlighting Hanukkah and stuff like that. So I feel like it's like getting ready for the holidays, the magic around it, the wonderment. I feel like what it brings to the family. You know what I mean? I just feel like that's what it's building towards. So it's just like, kids will be going on winter break and then before Christmas. So it's just like all different things, like all different celebrations and everything coming in there. Just, so you can get that rest and rejuvenation. Because it's just like, you know what I mean? Especially when you get into high school, it goes a lot faster. Like, I can't even believe Junior's already in grade 10, It's crazy. But it's just like, keep bringing in those positive things. Keep, you know what I mean? I feel like surround yourself with the good people. You know what I mean? People that are bring the love and support that you so need. Like Robin Williams said this the best. I was saying this to my girlfriend today. There's nothing worse than being filled with a room full of people and feeling so isolated and alone. It's just, that's where I'm just like, watch who they're saying heathens that you surround yourself with, But I'm really sorry anyone that feels that abandonment. Like, that's horrible, But the good thing is that that's in the reverse, and I feel like that recovery, I feel like because you took the high road, the action that you took, you didn't let the situation define you. This is where you're going to see the shift, and it's like, we don't do things because we expect things in return, but I feel like universe is like, expect some things in return. I was talking about that with Instagram. It's like, things that were taken and stolen from you will sit there and be returned 10 times fold and more than you could have imagined. You know what I mean? And I know right now, especially if someone has just started this journey, it doesn't seem that way, but you will see the other side of things. Usually the first are always hard, the first year. The second year, hit harder than the first year. Like, it hit me, but it's just like, I had to suck it, like, you know what I mean? Not let it affect me as deeply because the kids were there. But it was like the second year it hit me harder. But I was just like, I'm not going to sit here every single Christmas, every single New Year and feel this way. I'm going to sit there and change this situation. I choose not to live in this energy any further. It's like, I'm always going to have a part of me, with him. It's just like, that post that I made, if you follow my account, where it's like, we don't get over our traumas. We just don't let them affect us as like they used to, And some, like, one of my girlfriends, like she said, it's been years since, unfortunately, her father has passed, and some years it affects her more than others. And I said it always will. It affects me too, But the great thing is, like, he's always around, which I'm so lucky and blessed to say. You know what I mean? So it's just, I feel like it's finding the silver lining. It's like, yes, feel your feelings. I'm not saying don't sit there and bury them deep down inside. It doesn't do anything. But it's just like, sit there and, every day you do the best you can. That's all that matters. You get up every single day and you try. You know what I mean? That's the biggest win right there. Even if you get up and try and you're just like, you know what? I'm done with today. If you're able to go lay back down and call it a day, then fine. Because you know what? You can get up tomorrow and try again. By the grace of Yahweh, Yeshua, Divine Creator, Gaia, Mother Earth, Universe, your higher self. So I hope you guys enjoyed these daily tarot cards for Friday, October 13th, 2023. May the universe bless you good. We'll see you for the next daily tarot card. Have a safe and happy weekend.